On our last chapter, we discussed on how new cloud services called SaaS, software as a service, started in the consumer market and then evolved also into the business market. And that was the first wave of cloud computing. Now we are ready to move to one of the most important and interesting market trends across almost all industries that will help us understand the big picture. It is called the digital transformation. Our world is becoming more connected than ever before. New super smart technologies, are keep being embedded everywhere we go, and it's transforming the way we live, work, buy new things, learn, play, communicate with other people, and so on. On the business side, the digital transformation is reshaping completely all kind of legacy business models into the future where everything is around ideas and data. There are some companies that are leading this amazing transformation. And as a nice example, let's take Amazon Echo on the left side and Google Home product. Those devices are nicely designed with all kind of interesting features, but by themselves, they are quite simple piece of technologies. Now, because they are connected to the internet and use all kind of cloud-based services to get and analyze data, they are becoming very powerful devices. And the power is keep growing as the clouds in the background are becoming larger and smarter. Now, this new power is actually divided between us, the consumer, with what we can achieve today with product that cost below $200. And on the other side, the power is of course being used by those companies as they can utilize and monetize the data that we keep generate. Now, growing amount of companies in the business world understand that the power is actually shifting to the consumers as they are expecting more value for less money, better services, better communication options, and so on. And of course, all kind of technologies are becoming more useful when a specific business would like to better understand the market, what customers are looking for, what is their experience, and so on. It is clear that because more and more actions are being done online using websites or any end device connected to the internet, like we saw just in the previous slide, many things can be monitored, measured, analyzed, and then be translated into some useful data. When we search something online or upload something to the internet, this information is dynamically analyzed and then sold somehow to other companies that can make money from this data. This is the digital age where data is becoming at the center of many business models. Okay, think about an online supermarket site. You have thousands of people that are searching and selecting product using the site. It will be extremely useful to understand right now, in real time, that a growing amount of people or users are searching a specific product over, let's say, the last 5 hours. Based on this information, the supermarket can decide maybe to order more units of this product, or maybe share this information with the supplier, or maybe create some discount deal. And we will be able to find countless more examples on how this data can be monetized and be used to make more money. The digital business model is basically more and more data-centric. Everything is around data. How can we collect, store, and analyze this data for making smart business decisions? companies are looking for ways to put digital at the center of their businesses, otherwise they will be out of business. This is the digital transformation that many organizations are trying to achieve, and the demand for technologies helping to move in that direction is keep growing. How to monetize data, be more flexible, provide better service, invent new digital business models, be more connected with customers, and better collaborate with partners. Now, if I will summarize the main needed characteristics of the digital business, it will be: the faster the company can get new ideas to the market using innovation, the better the company can collect, analyze, and predict data almost in real time and make decisions on top of that. And last thing, the quicker the company can adapt the services and the product based on customers' feedback. But the private data center that we discussed so far in traditional IT is not really designed to support such growing and keep changing business demands that are based on ongoing innovation. Now, as a simple example, a specific organization would like to focus on new business model, allocate resource as soon as possible, test that in the field, and maybe after 5 months kill that initiative because it's not really working, and reallocate the resource to other projects. This kind of agility is needed as things are becoming more dynamic in the digital age. In addition, applications are now more connected to the internet, and end users are creating much more dynamic application workloads. And again, the private data center is quite limited to handle such demands in the context of scalability. In addition to that, now we have more data source to handle. More places that we can collect data. The volume of data is getting bigger, and there are more variety of data types, different types of data that we need to collect and analyze. Now, in many cases, big data and all kind of analytics technologies are added to the organization data centers, helping to manage and maybe utilize this data somehow. But the reality is that not all organizations are in position to use sophisticated technologies. Not everyone are Google, Facebook, or Amazon. Most business or organization can't enjoy those new technologies for many reasons. And it makes sense that some level of abstraction layer is needed for helping more and more organizations and companies to take advantage of such technologies. And now we are getting to the main value proposition of cloud computing, providing an abstraction layer to super complicated technologies being used in the cloud and providing new types of services that are needed for companies to take advantage and help them while going into the digital transformation. Now let's speak about cloud computing.